Thanks, Carl. Minister, if you want to see what's wrong with the housing policy of this government and successive governments, you only have to look at the recent media reports around vulture funds, cuckoo funds, whatever you call them, and financial institutions buying up tracts of homes. And these financial institutions come here for one purpose only, and that purpose is to make profit at the expense of first-time buyers, renters, and the citizens of this country that want to find a home. And Mullen Park was just one instance. Even in Lucan, where my constituency, 400 homes have been bought by a vulture fund. So the impact of that is that it denies people that want to buy a home and settle in the community. And to make things even more worse, these vulture funds pay no tax whatsoever. And that concept was created by the Fine Gael government. So you have this perfect storm in relation to policy, in relation to the homeless crisis that is ongoing. And people will scratch their head and say, how come a government that's been in power since 2011 and prior to that has got it so wrong about housing? How have they got it so wrong when there is plenty of money to throw at housing, but it's going into the wrong places? You still have a situation where there is still thousands of people still in emergency accommodation. So these financial institutions, which is the posh name for cuckoo funds, they serve one purpose and one purpose only, and that purpose is to serve the shareholders rather than people that want to rent or want to buy. Minister, just to bring you back to February 2020, when there was a general election in this country, and there was an earthquake, a political earthquake. And one of the main reasons why there was a political earthquake was one of the reasons because of housing. Now, some people they had a home and so forth, but the empathy they had for those that couldn't find a home or those that were rented out of the market, there was a huge amount of empathy in that general election for those that find themselves in that situation. And Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil got punished for that, right? Now, I'll just give you some advice, and this is free advice. If you do not get the housing, if you do not get the situation, address the housing situation in your 4 years of tenure, you will politically fry for it. Because the people of this country will never forgive you, and they will punish you at the ballot box if you do not sort the situation that's completely unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable, where people are homeless in this state, one of the richest states in the world, and where there's so many people homeless, and so many people that cannot, even rent a home. Even people that have good wages on good salaries can't even buy a home. So there's something fundamentally wrong with the policy of Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil, and that policy is looking to the free market all the time. There is an answer to this. And the answer is, you build homes, you build them on public land, and you build them for people rather than for profits. Because these vulture funds are here, as I said, for one reason and one reason only. They do not serve any purpose, and the purpose they serve was a policy that your government introduced. And they're not wanted here. Nobody wants them, and they should be gone forever. So, Minister, that free advice, you have 4 years to get it right.